Okay, Cami, so really awesome spread here. I'm going to start with your focal point. So this is focus. And if you look at the arrow, it's pointing at the scales here. So when I have the wolf in reverse, it often means like your pack, okay? This could mean if I'm looking at the ring here, this ring upside down, you've seen these Irish rings, right? So the Irish ring flipped means more of your social circles, right? If it was the other way, that would be more of your marriage. And I would say this relates to your family, but it's reversed. So I think what this means is, or how I'm interpreting this, is you need more balance, or there needs to be more balance within your social circles, and it needs to be unguarded. So the shield is underneath here and it's flipped, which means it needs to be, you need to let your guard down with this. Right here on the chakras, this is your heart chakra, and these are the moon, your emotions. It's touching the tree of life, which is flipped. I interpret that as you're going to experience an emotional shift in your heart. Now this is next to the solar and the sacral. And I think solar is more of like your joy, right? And you have the dolphin here kind of touching a reversed cat. So for me, that kind of looks like you're finding more joy when doing things your own way. And we also have the binoculars here. Now, if you look, the binoculars are kind of, you're looking through here at your emotional shift. And I think your emotional shift is going to happen through here. Now, the crown is flipped on its side. For me, that is like sovereignty, your need to surrender. And the teacup here is kind of like conversation. So this could relate with conversations around these topics, which will then help you shift your emotions in your heart. So sovereignty, surrender. Then you have the butterfly flipped. Now the butterfly flipped on its side, for me, that's kind of like shadow work. You're going to have more transformations within yourself, and there needs to be talk around that. So that could mean therapy for you. Also, we have the sun with the eye in the center. That means for me, it's like divine awareness. So you need to also have like divine awareness, more divine conversations, maybe even conversations about spirituality. All right, and then here we have the sailboat on the side. I'll get to these two in just a second here. The sailboat, I think on its side flipped here, it's kind of like the awareness, the spiritual waters, maybe. The boat could mean your spiritual journey. It could mean the vessel, the soul. It could also mean you going through the winds in your spirituality. So there just needs to be an awareness around that. Now, this is your childhood, and I'll show you why it's childhood. Okay, I have a Care Bear. That for me is childhood, and it's flipped. So you have just a cloud here. That could mean illusions or just fogginess around your childhood. Maybe needs to be addressed, or maybe it's you already have awareness around it. It could not even be really a focal point at that, in that. Now these last two symbols, oh, and I think we need to talk about the owl too. These symbols up here, they're up kind of by, let's see, looks like your Ajna center, your third eye. And you are very lucky with receiving messages, but you see this is reversed here. It's a little boom box. And that's when the messages are clear. So you could not have very good messages, or you're not getting clear messages. You can interpret that completely different though. So you're getting the messages, you're lucky with messages. I say like you're very lucky with signs, and from, you know, it could be signs from your dad. You're very lucky with getting signs, but you might miss the signs too. Okay, and then did we talk about the owl? I don't know if we did. The owl, I think, and it's flipped here. So this is very close to the wolf and the social circles. This also could mean a new perspective on things. Now, when it's flipped, I see that it's opal. So for me, that's divine wisdom. This could mean just like a different shift in perspective. And it is going through the binoculars here too, a little bit. So it could mean picked up wisdom here through your sovereignty with the emotional shift you have through your heart, right? So that could mean that as well. Or since it's kind of not touching anything, this could just mean a shift in perspective within something. And it's kind of in the center here, almost in the center. Really in the center, this is the main focal point, and these also are focal points. So I hope that all made sense. This was one of my first readings for somebody. So, and if you see something that I don't, let me know, because something might make sense to you that might not make sense to me. Some symbols give different significance with other people, or different symbols mean different things with other people. So I'm always happy to hear what you think these symbols and how they relate to you in your life right now. But I hope you enjoyed it. That is my charm casting. All right. Love you, Cami. Bye.